Kra Dai languages, also known as Tai Kadai, Daic and Kadai, are a language family of tonal languages found in southern China, northeast India and Southeast Asia. They include Tai and Lao, the national languages of Thailand and Laos respectively. Around 93 million people speak Kra Dai languages, 60% of whom speak Thai. Ethnologue lists 95 languages in the family, with 62 of these being in the Tai branch. The high diversity of Kra Dai languages in southern China points to the origin of the Kra Dai language family in southern China. The Tai branch moved south into Southeast Asia only around 1000 AD. Genetic and linguistic analysis show great homogeneity between Kra Dai speaking people in Thailand. The name Kra Dai was proposed by Weera Ostapirat 2000, as Kra and Dai are the reconstructed autonyms of the Kra and Tai branches respectively. Kra Dai has since been used by the majority of specialists working on Southeast Asian linguistics, including Norquest 2007, Pitayaporn 2009, Baxter and Sagart 2014, and Enfield and Comrie 2015. The name Tai Kadai is used in many references, as well as Ethnologue and Glottologue, but Ostapirat 2000 and others suggest that it is problematic and confusing, preferring the name Kra Dai instead. The name comes from an obsolete bifurcation of the family into two branches, Tai and Kadai, which had first been proposed by Paul K. Benedict 1942. In 1942, Paul K. Benedict placed three Kra languages, Gelao, Lakwa, Kabiao, and Lachi, together with Hlai in a group that he called Kadai, from Ka, meaning person, in Gelao and Lakwa Kabiao, and Dai, a form of a Hlai autonym. Benedict's 1942 Kadai group was based on his observation that Kra and Hlai languages have Austronesian-like numerals. However, this classification is now universally rejected as obsolete after Ostapirat 2000 demonstrated the coherence of the Kra branch, which does not subgroup with the Hlai branch as Benedict 1942 had proposed. Kadai is sometimes used to refer to the entire Kra Dai family, including by Solnit 1988. Adding to the confusion, some other references restrict the usage of Kadai to only the Kra branch of the family. The name Daic is used by Roger Blench 2008. Internal classification Kra Dai consists of 5 well-established branches, namely Kra, Kam Sui, Tai, B and Hlai, Ostapirat 2005-109. Tai, Southern China and Southeast Asia, by far the largest branch Kra, Southern China, Northern Vietnam, called Kadai in Ethnologue, Kam Sui, Guizhou and Guangxi, China, B, Hainan, possibly also includes Jijao of Guangdong, Hlai, Hainan. Chinese linguists have also proposed a Kam Tai group that includes Kam Sui, Tai and B. Kra Dai languages that are difficult to classify include the following. Lakia and Biao, which may or may not subgroup with each other, are difficult to classify due to aberrant vocabulary, but are sometimes classified as sisters of Kam Sui, Solnit 1988. Jijao of Guangdong, China is currently unclassified within Kra Dai, but appears to be most closely related to B. Ostapirat 1998. Jiamou of southern Hainan, China is an aberrant language usually classified as a Hlai language, although Jiamou also contains many words of non-Hlai origin. Kra Dai languages of mixed origins are Hezangbuyi, Northern Tai and Kra Northern Tai and Pinghua Chinese, Kowloon, Northern Tai and Central Tai, Sankiao, Kam Sui, Hmongich and Chinese, Jiamou, Hlai and other unknown elements Austroasiatic. Edmondson and Solnit 1988. An early but influential classification, with the traditional Kam Tai clade, was Edmondson and Solnit's classification from 1988. This classification is used by Ethnologue, though by 2009 Lakia was made a third branch of Kam Tai and Biao was moved into Kam Sui. Ostapirat 2005, Norquest 2007. Weera Ostapirat 2005-108 suggests the possibility of Kra and Kam Sui being grouped together as Northern Kra Dai, and Hlai with Tai as Southern Kra Dai. Norquest 2007 has further updated this classification to include Lakia and B. Norquest notes that Lakia shares some similarities with Cam Sui, while B shares some similarities with Tai. Norquest 2007-15 notes that B shares various similarities with Northern Tai languages in particular. Following Ostaparat, Norquest adopts the name Kra Dai for the family as a whole. The following tree of Kra Dai is from Norquest 2007-16. Additionally, Norquest 2007 also proposes a reconstruction for Proto-Southern Kra Dai. External relationships. The Kra Dai languages were formerly considered to be part of the Sino-Tibetan family, but outside China they are now classified as an independent family. They contain large numbers of words that are similar in Sino-Tibetan languages. However, these are seldom found in all branches of the family and do not include basic vocabulary, indicating that they are old loan words. Several Western scholars have presented suggestive evidence that Kra Dai is related to or a branch of the Austronesian language family. There are a number of possible cognates in the core vocabulary. Among proponents, there is yet no agreement as to whether they are a sister group to Austronesian in a family called Austro-Tai, a back migration from Taiwan to the mainland, or a later migration from the Philippines to Hainan during the Austronesian expansion. The Ostric proposal suggests a link between Austronesian and the Austroasiatic languages. Echoing part of Benedict's conception of Ostric, who added Kra Dai Japanese and Hmong Mien to the proposal. Kasaka 2002 argued specifically for a Miao Dai family. In China, they are called Guangdong languages and are generally considered to be related to Sino-Tibetan languages along with the Miao Yao languages. It is still a matter of discussion among Chinese scholars whether Kra languages such as Gelao, Kabiao and Lachi can be included in Guangdong, since they lack the Sino-Tibetan similarities that are used to include other Guangdong languages in Sino-Tibetan. Bovin 2014 proposed that the location of the Japonic or Hainan linguistic homeland is in southern China. Bovin argues for typological evidence that Proto-Japanese may have been a monosyllabic, SVO syntax and isolating language, which are also characteristic of Tai Kadai languages. The following lexical comparisons between Proto-Japonic and Proto-Tai are cited from Bovin 2014. Proto-Tai items are taken from Li, Fang Kui 1977. A Handbook of Comparative Tai. Honolulu, University of Hawaii Press. Li Fang Kui I is equivalent to NT. Northern Tai, CT. Central Tai, SW equals Southwestern Tai. Reconstruction. No full reconstruction of Proto-Kra Dai has been published to date. Weera Ostaparat 2018 reconstructs disyllabic forms for Proto-Kra Dai, rather than sesquisyllabic or purely monosyllabic forms. References. Edmondson, J.A. and D.B. Solnit eds. 1997. Comparative Kadai, The Tai Branch. Dallas, Summer Institute of Linguistics and the University of Texas at Arlington. ISBN 0-88312-066-6 Blench, Roger. 2004. Stratification in the Peopling of China, How Far Does the Linguistic Evidence Match Genetics and Archaeology? Paper for the Symposium Human Migrations in Continental East Asia and Taiwan, Genetic, Linguistic and Archaeological Evidence, Geneva June 10-13, 2004. Université de Genève. Further reading Diller, A., J. Edmondson, and Yongjin Luo, ed. 2005. The Tai Kadai Languages. London, etc., Routledge. ISBN 0-7007-1457-X Tai Kadai Languages, 2007. Curzon P.R. ISBN 978-0-7007-1457-5 Edmondson, J.A. 1986. Cam tone splits and the variation of breathiness. Edmondson, J.A., and Solnit, D.B. eds. 1988. Comparative Kadai, Linguistic Studies Beyond Tai. Summer Institute of Linguistics Publications in Linguistics, No. 86. Arlington, Texas, Summer Institute of Linguistics. ISBN 0-88312-066-6 Ostaparat, Weera, 2000. Proto-Kra, Linguistics of the Tibeto-Burman Area 23 1, 1-251. Samsung Burasfat, and Sinnott, M. 1998. Kam Thai Oral Literatures, Collaborative Research Project between Salaya Nakhon Pathum, Thailand, Institute of Language and Culture for Rural Development, Mahidol University. ISBN 974-661-450-9 Mann, Noel, Wendy Smith and Eva Ujalakiova, 2009. Linguistic Clusters of Mainland Southeast Asia, An Overview of the Language Families. Chiang Mai, Payap University. External links. Word lists of Tai Kadai languages from the Austronesian Basic Vocabulary Database. Tai Kadai word lists by Ilya Peros, Intercontinental Dictionary Series. Starling, Tai Kadai 100 word lists and etymology. Starling, Zhuang Tai 100 word lists and etymology. Starling, Kam Sui 100 word lists and etymology. Comparative Tai Kadai Swadesh vocabulary lists from Wiktionary's Swadesh list appendix.